Okay, so my name is Dylan, and we're going to be talking about the new Disney Plus show, WandaVision, coming from Marvel. It looks really interesting, so let's talk about it. This isn't your average Marvel show. It doesn't have a lot of action sequences or big explosions. This is a slower burn type of story it's basically a sitcom for the first two episodes. We see Wanda and Vision. Wanda and Vision are two mainstays in the Marvel shows and movies that you've seen so far, and I'm really excited to see where they go for it with this show. Real quick, I have to spoil a scene from Avengers Infinity War because it's important to the story. Vision dies at the beginning of at the end of Avengers Infinity War when Thanos tries to rip the Soul Stone out of his head. So that happens, and now we're in this weird 50s, 60s type style of world, and Vision is alive and well with Wanda, so I'm really interested to see how they end up in this world. So going back to saying it's a 50s or 60s type world, they take a lot of stuff from other 50s and 60s movies and TV shows. So like I've Loved Lucy, which is a great show that I loved when I was growing up, and then Bewitched. Bewitched is about this witch, obviously, and she uses her magic to go through her daily life as a at-home wife and mother, and it's a really cool show, and they do a lot of homages to those shows. And then at the beginning of the second episode, they do the complete intro to the Bewitched show, but as the Wanda and Vision show, which I think is pretty cool and interesting. But the way this show is kind of revealing its show is really interesting. It has a nice mystery all the way through these two episodes that we have been kind of seeing grow and grow. And I'll let you see that yourself, but it's actually really tantalizing and something that I really want to see all the way throughout the rest of the season. So me and my mom are completely hooked on this show, so I would definitely recommend it overall, but there's a lot more to get into. So far in the show, Vision and Wanda are getting up to normal lives of people in the 50s or the 60s. I'm just going to say the 50s. People in the 50s would get up to. Vision is going to work, and he's doing like a tax job, and he's really fast at it because he has superhuman speed and everything, so that's really cool. He's trying to join clubs and groups. He joined the Neighborhood Watch group, so it's a really interesting way of telling a superhero story. Wanda is basically a stay-at-home wife, and she's getting up to cleaning, and she's getting up to cooking, and just doing a lot of doing all those things, but having her powers and be able to levitate things and use her powers in different ways that we've never seen in any other Avengers movie, because we haven't been able to focus on her character as much. And I really like what they're doing with her powers and everything, just making her more of a magician of sorts than necessarily they used to. I wonder if they're going to add Doctor Strange into the show and mix it up like that, but I'll leave it to them and the future of the show. But it's really cool. But I'm really excited to see what happens in the next episodes, if this is all in Wanda's mind. But I think this show is really good. I'm really excited for the third episode coming out on, I think, on the 22nd on Friday. So I'm really excited for this. It's a new adventure to go on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm really excited for what they're going to do with all the future Marvel shows that are coming out very soon. They got the Falcon and Winter Soldier show coming out. They got Loki, and he's going to go on all these different time adventures. They got Mrs. Marvel show coming out with the younger, had to go like this. She's like 15 years old with like a 16-year-old, and she's going to be a fan of Captain Marvel, and she's going to figure out her powers, which is really interesting because she's a inhuman in the comic book. So I'm really excited to see what they do with that. But I'm just really excited for the future of the Marvel shows, because I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I love all the Marvel shows, and I watched a couple episodes of Inhumans. That was the only Marvel show I don't like, but I love all of that, and I'm really excited what they're going to do with all the Marvel shows coming out on Disney Plus, and the shows that are coming out on Hulu, and the Star Wars shows that are coming up. So if you guys want me to make any videos on that, that would be absolutely amazing. I would be honored to do that. Honored. But after all my talking, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you leave a like down below and comment on what you think of what you thought of the video, and what you want to see on my channel as we move forward throughout 2021. If you can subscribe with notification bell on, that would be amazing. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.